Transit Sports TV back again. AFCON 2025, 2026 on and kicking, and we have some games come up today. Big game, massive game today. The Egypt edging out South Africa 1-0. Mo Salah scoring his 65th goal for Egypt. You know, he's chasing down the all-time record of the highest goal scored by an Egyptian player for the national team, which is held by their current coach, Hussam Hassan, 69 goals for Egypt. And Salah now 4 goals away from getting to that record and 5 goals to beat it. And this is the first time Egypt will beat South Africa since 2006, 19 years ago, in a friendly in London. And considering how both teams have been doing currently, you know it's going to be a very, very massive game, and it was, because Egypt needed a win to qualify for the knockout stages, and South Africa on their own. South Africa would have, let me look at the group stages. South Africa would have also qualified if they had won today, because they won their first game. Earlier in the day, Angola drew with Zimbabwe in the same group. So Egypt have now qualified for the knockout stages, and South Africa would need maybe a win in their last game to qualify. And let's break this one down. Like I said, South Africa has really come of age right now in terms of football in Africa. I don't think any team playing against South Africa will take it lightly, and they showed just that today again. Don't forget that they qualified ahead of Nigeria to the World Cup in the same group, and they also did very well after a shaky start in the last AFCON. So yeah, and I always believed that this game was going to be interesting, and it was. Both teams gave us a very good standard football you can get elsewhere in the world. Yes, if you didn't know it was AFCON, watching that game, you would think it was maybe a tournament going on in Europe or elsewhere around the globe. And both teams, first of all, one thing that you will get from AFCON that I have seen so far in the tournament is the commitment of the players. There is no lazying about. No team is carrying any player. Everybody is fully committed, and they are going toe-to-toe, both physically and mentally. Everybody is in it, and these two teams. But one thing I have realized is that more and more teams in AFCON are now having patterns of play, building up their play, and it's very good in the eye to watch. Usually we needed to wait till maybe last games of the groups and knockout stages to start to see very interesting matches. But right for the first game of this tournament, it has been very interesting to watch. And that's exactly what South Africa and Egypt served us today. Obviously, but if you ask me in terms of cohesion, understanding, and playing as a team, I believe South Africa would have edged this one. And I really, really wanted them to draw this game, because they did not deserve to lose. I don't know about winning. In Egypt, these guys have 7 trophies in AFCON history. It's not a joke. They have a tradition. They know how to play these big games, and that's what they did today. Don't forget, and I will not forget to mention that Hani Mohammed got the second yellow card on the 45th minute just before the penalty and was sent out. And this meant that the Egyptian coach Hussam Hassan had to sacrifice one player and remove Omar Mamouche, and South Africa and Egypt played with 10 men all through the second half of that game. And South Africa tried their best, did everything they could to take that advantage by pounding pressure upon pressure on Egypt throughout the second half. They created chances. The Egyptian goalkeeper was excellent, and defensively, Egypt just showed that they understand how to play under any kind of pressure, and that's what they did today. Defensively, they were fully committed to it, tried to play on a counter when they could, and could have scored one goal as well on a counter in that second half. But that second half belonged completely to South Africa. They put enormous pressure on Egypt, tried to find that equalizer or even a winner, but it just didn't come. There are so many times they carved open the Egyptian defense, but somehow the last ball, taking the chances, being clinical in front of goal, eroded them, and this means that Egypt won the game 1-0 through Mo Salah's penalty. Like I said earlier on, 65 goals now for Egypt. That tells you Mo Salah is a big game. But there's another thing I want to mention. The atmosphere in the stadium as well is as good as you can get elsewhere. And this is credit to African football. I think we are beginning to understand the value of our game. Like I keep saying, we used to get all that in the knockout stages in the past, in years before. But right now, you can see that people are invested in it. And kudos to Morocco again for fantastic infrastructure provided for the tournament. And credit to the fans who come to the stadium and make this atmosphere good. Like I said, South Africa are going to be worthy representatives of Africa in the World Cup that they qualified, and I pray that they win their next game and make it to the knockout stages, because we want to continue to see good football, and that we saw today. So yeah, don't forget that Nigeria is playing tomorrow. We're going to be having a live stream on that one as well. If you've not been watching AFCON, or you don't have the time to watch AFCON, stay glued to Transit Sports TV. We have our daily updates. We'll also give you breakdown of these games anytime we can, and also updates coming from the AFCON. Egypt 1, South Africa 0. Egypt goes qualified to the next stage of this tournament. They have 7 trophies to the AFCON trophies, and Salah chasing that record to beat his current coach, Osam Hassan. And we'll see you again. So let me know what you think about the game. South Africa has a claim for penalty, which was denied by the referee, I believe, and a lot of people are saying that penalty should have been awarded. And the penalty that was given to South Africa in Egypt as well, that Mo Salah scored from, it was just a touch in the face of the Egyptian attacker. I don't know what you think. The laws are very clear on it. Anything that's above the shoulders is considered a foul. It was a soft one in my own opinion. I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And I will see you again tomorrow for the Nigerian game.